Hi everyone, my name is Bo Derricks, and thank you for joining me again. Um, Sentence that came into my mind this morning and yesterday um, is don't have your sanity and don't have your madness. And that sentence seems quite easy, doesn't it? But the reality is something quite different. Um, if I look in my life experience, yesterday was one of these days where I picked up my madness once more. And I was aware of picking up my madness. I was aware of the anger that arose. I was aware of the frustration. I was aware of the sadness. I even was aware of the fact that I hated I picked it up. But it also goes the other way around. Huh? It's not only picking up the madness in our lives; it's also picking up the sanity. I can relate to that very much. You know, the days where I feel so peaceful, so much embodied and grounded, and in love, and how much I like to pick that up too. And how much there is a part of me who wants to feel like this for the rest of my life. And the moment that feeling of peace and love and embodiment and deep rootedness makes place for a different kind of experience, there is this something that finds something of this, that it doesn't want to feel different. It wants to stay in that beautiful tranquil space. But you know, the beauty of it is also that it's all fine, it's all okay. When you come to a level of awakening where you can observe this whole game, even the picking up, even having your madness and having your sanity is completely fine, because there is still this third force outside of the duality, you know, outside of the dark and light, the hate and love. Um, there is always this third force outside that is neutral and just keeps on seeing it. It keeps on, and it's so neutral, you know, and that's the beauty of it. It just travels with us, and it just films whatever is there. It doesn't judge, because the judging is also picking up our madness, you know. Yesterday was also, yeah, that was also a part. I picked up my madness, and then there was also this judging about when am I gonna learn, and picking up another form of madness again. But it was also beautiful seeing that this neutral presence in me was all just fine with it, you know. It didn't care. It was just observing it. It was just like a camera filming and just seeing the whole movie develop itself. And that's a form of freedom. Um, it's a real freedom when you have created a certain level of inner sincerity with yourself. Don't you agree? It's I think it's something that is uh, not much alive in a lot of people. A certain dose of inner sincerity, and in the end, it's all what we need to stay in peace with ourselves. And I'm not talking about remaining in that phase of peace and not wanting to change, but I'm talking about a different form of peace. It's the peace that you get from seeing life as it is, seeing yourself as it unfolds. No denying, no bullshitting, no camouflage, nothing. And that gives a relaxation. It's just letting go of wanting to look a certain way to yourself or to your environment, you know. The pretense dissolves. You don't have to look smart in front of people anymore. You don't have to look um, stable to people anymore. There is no image to uphold anymore, you know. And that's what I'm talking about when I talk about inner sincerity. And what follows out of that is also an outer sincerity, and a lot of beautiful situations sprout out of this inner sincerity, also in connection with other people, because they recognize, although people are still in their game of pretense, they recognize when another person has dropped that show, has stopped having his or her insanity. And what it does in connection with another person, the other person will feel safe also to drop what the hell they're doing, what is not real, what is not of essence. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Not thinking about what other people might think of you when you cry, or when you're tired, or when you're vulnerable, or it's all fine. And at the same time, just don't have it. Don't have any of it. And that's also a tricky thing, especially in connection with people, because when you cry, for instance, some people feel the need to grab onto that, like, oh, what's going on, and what's the story? Huh? You have to, you cannot cry these days anymore without having a story. And in that, staying true to yourself and not going with this, you know, just let it be, and it's okay. There is no story. Just don't give it more attention than it's already gotten. And also don't have that insanity of trying to make that other person feel at ease by giving them what they need. Let them. You're not having it. You're not having it anymore. It just passes you by like clouds or rain or sun. We're also not asking ourselves, why are the clouds, today it's cloudy here. I'm not asking myself why it's cloudy or why is the sun shining. But that we tend to do. We do all the time in social contact with each other. We keep on holding each other in that space of insanity or sanity, what we perceive as sanity. A sane person is happy, is not depressed, is, I don't know what all kinds of stories we have told ourselves about what a sane person should look like. Thank you for listening and much love.